What So by Werner Erhard. What so is always just what so. What so doesn't care what you think, feel, intend, or wish. It will not bend. You could be freaked out or driven over what so, and it won't change what so. If you're late for an appointment, getting freaked out about it won't have you arrive any earlier. If you're having a bad day, being freaked out won't change what so. That which you seek will not bring you satisfaction, aligning with what so will. When you're upset, you're never upset over what so. What so is just what so, and you're upset. If your house burns down and you get upset, does it bring your house back? What so doesn't care if you're upset. It's up to you how you handle what so. There is no confusion in what so. When you don't know, you just don't know. There's no confusion there. There's nothing right or wrong about what so. What so is always open to different interpretations. There's always just what so, and then you have an interpretation. What scares you isn't what so. It's your interpretation. The interpretation is never true. What so is real. The interpretation is not. Who you're being is just who you're being, and what so doesn't care if you're happy with it or not. So why should you? When you're not being with what so, that's also just what so. So why should you concern yourself? Other people should always be the way that they're being. And if you think they shouldn't, that's your interpretation. Bring yourself back to what's so about them. Until you can be with what's so, you cannot be with anything or with anyone. Now, you may have control over the other people's what's so, but not over their interpretations. So give it up. If you take action or not, it's still just what's so. If it works out well or not, it's still just what's so. You can never make a right or wrong decision or take a right or wrong action. Whatever you do will always bring you more of what's so, and then you have an interpretation about it. Whatever you've done, whatever you don't have, so what? Whatever you've done or thought in the past, again, so what? Whatever happens in the future is not to be feared. It's just going to be more of what so. The challenge is to spend as much time in what so as you can. The chatter in your head is more interpretation, and it has nothing to do with what so. Now, there's nothing wrong with the chatter. It's just you listening to a fantasy. The thought that there's something wrong is an illusion. There is nothing wrong. There's only what so. Notice when you're comparing what so to some fantasy of how it should be. And then bring yourself back to what so, and it will all be okay. Ask yourself what so and align with that. Align with what so, and it will not matter. That's the foundation of transformation and satisfaction. Now, not aligning with what so is the only thing that will ever bring you hardship and suffering. Life in what so will bring you harmony, grace, and balance. So, just ask yourself about your situation. What so about your situation? And last but not least, the other side of what so is, so what?